Antares. When you start the fly around, you can switch AGC mode again. Okay, AGC mode, all right, will do. Incredible. We have fly around.
Хорошо.
Okay, Andre.
ВДР-5.
Send R51. R51. Great.
And as you can hear through the translation from the crew members on board the Soyuz, the fly-around of the International Space Station has begun. This is expected to be about a 6-minute procedure to align the Soyuz with the Rossviet module. It will also conduct a roll maneuver that will align its solar arrays in a non-interference mode with the docking port on the Earth-facing side of the Zarya module. Once the fly-around is complete, a period of station keeping will begin. This is a variable amount of time. It just depends on how comfortable Oleg Kononenko is with the alignment of the Soyuz with the Rossviet docking port, as well as with Russian flight controllers' comfort factor here at the Russian Mission Control Center outside of Moscow.
Так, ну нам К-15 выдавать?
We send K-15, K-15, empty Moscow.
Здесь не выдача, здесь оно само должно загореться.
No, it's not something you send.
And once again, this view from space station-based cameras looking at the Soyuz vehicle. Again, in the descent module strapped into the center section of the Soyuz, which is a 3-section spacecraft. In their Sokol launch and entry suits, in the left seat, European Space Agency astronaut Andrei Kuipers, who is the board engineer working alongside Oleg Kononenko, the Soyuz commander, who's in the center seat. NASA's Don Pettit, the flight engineer, in the right seat of the Soyuz's descent module. Soyuz and the International Space Station passing over Mauritania, soon to pass over the Western Sahara, as it continues its track from southwest to northeast, heading toward the Mediterranean, and it's docking to the International Space Station about 18 minutes from now.
Shining right in our eyes. Currently, it's floating out of our field of view. Copy. Range is 057 is range rate.
Разворачиваемся в крене.
We're currently rotating in yaw.
A pretty portrait of northwest Africa as the Soyuz orbits at an altitude of 249 statute miles, beginning its roll program to orient its solar arrays in the proper attitude for the station keeping, and then its final approach for docking to the Rossviet module, the fly around continuing at this hour as Kononenko monitors the automated approach of the Soyuz for its link up to the Rossviet module that is scheduled about 16 minutes from now. Here at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov, a large delegation of European VIPs are on hand, Dutch representatives, and NASA's delegation tonight led by Bill Gerstenmaier, the Associate Administrator for Human Exploration Operations out of NASA headquarters, and Mike Suffredini, the International Space Station Program Manager. A large crowd on hand 2 days before Christmas to usher in the resumption of 6-man crew operations on board the International Space Station.
We have Zavcon, ISS, Antares. Go ahead.
Anton,
we have Zavcon on the vehicle. range is about 210 meters.
The visiting vehicle officer in Mission Control in Houston reports to Flight Director Mike Lammers that station keeping has begun, just about on the timeline, within a few seconds of that. Again, this is a variable amount of time to enable both Kononenko aboard the Soyuz and Russian flight controllers here to assess the alignment of the Soyuz's forward docking probe with the Rosviet module docking port. The Soyuz operated under the call sign Antares. That's the name selected by Kononenko for his spacecraft during the launch to docking phase, as it will be called during the undocking to landing phase for these three crew members next May.
We have K-15.
Принято, К-15.
Copy K-15.
Есть причал.
We have approach.
The visiting vehicle officer confirms that final approach has now been initiated on computer command. We're about 100 meters away from docking. The station keeping was the briefest in terms of time, just a few minutes worth to evaluate the alignment of the Soyuz. Everybody was happy, and so the command was given by Kononenko to the automated computer program on board the TMA-03M to resume the final approach for link-up to the Rosviet module.
Antares. On info 1, prepare station keeping just in case, so you can send it, but do not send it.
Включи зависание.
Andre,
Открой сближение.
open the approach display. Press 0, 0 again, 4, and put the arrow on station keeping, but do not send it. Just make sure the arrow is pointing on station keeping. Okay, the arrow is pointing to station range rate.
Soyuz and the International Space Station flying over the Mediterranean, about to cross the western coast of Italy, passing just to the south of Rome.
Right now, the approach display. I can see the target.
You can see through the crosshaired external engineering camera on the Soyuz vehicle, looking right down the barrel of the Rosviet module docking port. At the lower right-hand portion of your screen, that is the permanent multi-purpose module, the PMM, that was delivered to the International Space Station on the STS-133 mission, the final flight of the shuttle Discovery last March.
Antares, you can prepare the SSFM display. Okay. Andre, select the display. Okay. 6. Okay. Range rate is 67 and range rate is 022. Approaching. Currently, the target is almost matching VSK.
Soyuz now 50 meters away from docking, everything going smoothly, closing at a rate of 0.2 of a meter per second. The core's automated rendezvous system will lock on to a diamond-shaped docking target at the very lower portion of the circular docking port itself as the frame of reference. Everything has been going very well with the core system. No issues, no hiccups to date. We should be standing by for confirmation of the retraction of the core's automated rendezvous antenna just a few moments from now.
Yeah, we're ready. The latches are open.
Ждем сообщения.
We have the message.
Андрей, вернись на борт.
Andrei, bring up the approach display. Yes, go ahead.
Закр горит скоро.
Very strong echo.
До зависания сдвинь.
Okay, yes, move the station continuously to the side. Okay, copy. Range for course data is 43 meters. 017 range rate. Antares, how copy? Antares, how copy? We copy you loud and clear. On VHF 1.
We'll be passing within solid range of Russian ground stations just a moment from now. The Corps' automated rendezvous antenna has retracted on the Soyuz TMA-03M, now less than 40 meters away from docking to the Rosviet module, closing at a rate of 1/10 of a meter per second, all systems functioning normally. Both the Soyuz and the International Space Station flying over the border between Romania and the Ukraine, soon to make a pass over Eastern Europe, Southern Russia, and Kazakhstan.
Docking. 25 meters.
This television from the Soyuz now over Russian ground stations, 20 meters away.
The range rate is 0.12 or 1.5. Currently, 0.12 is the range rate. Loud echo and inaudible comments. The crosshairs are in the center. 0.14 range rate. Inaudible range.
Soyuz now 21 meters away from docking. The Corps' automated rendezvous system honing in on the docking target just to the lower portion of the circular docking port on the Rosviet module.
0.1.
Closing at a rate of 1/10 of a meter per second. All the systems are functioning normally. No issues associated so far with the final approach by Oleg Kononenko, Andrei Kuipers, and Don Pettit for their new home in orbit.
Oleg, we watched the picture. Could you please provide comments? The range is about 15 meters. The target is in the center. The range rate is 0.11. Very loud interference. 0.12 is range rate. We have a slight roll. We have straightened out. The target is in the center. This range rate is 0.11 range. As 7 meters. We see slight roll. The target went by ½ degree to the left. The crosshair is an overlaying line. It's pulling towards the center. Range determined, and the range is about 3 meters. We're expecting contact.
You can see the crosshair camera as the core system brings the docking probe into alignment with the docking target. Now just 7 meters away from docking, standing by for contact and capture of the International Space Station.
It's in the center. 0.11 range rate. The target is in the center. 0.11 range rate. Expecting contact. We have contact. We have capture.
Есть механ соединение.
We have
Docking confirmed at 9:19
theater mode.
a.m. Central Time over southern Russia. Docking confirmed. The Soyuz slides down the chimney at the International Space Station with an early Christmas present for the Expedition 30 crew, a return to a steady-state 6-person crew capability.
But no, leave it on for now. Okay, what we'll do?
Хорошо.
Spherical tank pressure.
Шар баллона.
Loading turn. Section 1150.
Второй секции. 180.
181.
Топливо.
The visiting vehicle officer at Mission Control in Houston reports that the docking probe has begun to retract. A flawless approach and docking for Oleg Kononenko, Andrei Kuipers, and Don Pettit. Docking occurring again at 9:19 a.m. Central Time, 7:19 p.m. Moscow time over southern Russia.